What's happening? All right, we done viewings. Today's site visit day, so I'm going to show you around all the sites. Don't you worry about that. However, we done the viewings yesterday, Thursday, and viewed 4 properties, submitted 4 offers, and here's how they came through. The first one that I viewed, the offer got accepted before I even got there. Not my offer, someone else's offer. So they called me up saying, look, if your offer is higher than theirs, then we think the seller will take it because they just want the highest offer. And I was like, right, okay, so let's go. Went and viewed it, submitted my offer. It was higher. However, the agent then tells me the previous person who put an offer in, let's put noise cancelling on. The previous person who put an offer in pulled out of their other sale with the same agent and then increased their offer on this property, right? So, and then they said the seller doesn't want to sell to someone in a limited company because someone in a limited company pulled out before. So now they've lost the trust. While I understand that, you got to be cautious. Don't be painting us all with the same brush, man. Like, we're not all the same. Don't be worrying about that. If you are selling a house, you know, like, just because someone else screwed you over, it doesn't mean you're like, I'm never doing this again, you know. Rise above it. Rise above it. Anyway, that one didn't get accepted. Second one, good property, put an offer in. It was below asking. However, it got rejected because my offer was below what they purchased. Now, I offered 10% below because that's what worked for the numbers that I'm putting in. However, they bought the house last year and my offer was lower than what they paid for it. So they have a minimum, and that minimum is just too high for me. So I can't do that. Outstanding house as well, huge, like 110 square meters or something already. Very, very frustrating. Then we have the next one. Viewed it, again, beautiful property, again, put an offer in, 10% below asking, just because that's what the numbers worked out for me, and that one got rejected. Didn't get a counter offer, and I asked for a counter offer because I was like, look, I'm probably open to negotiating, subject to the builder going over and seeing if we can put a more refined quote together. And they were like, look, there is no negotiating. It's that number or up. And I was like, right, it's just way too high. Okay, so that's 3. This is the order they came in, by the way. And then the fourth one that I viewed, that one was great. This one was far cheaper than the rest, in a good area, big property, about 90 square meters, and that's the one that got accepted. So I got an offer accepted. Fantastic news. I shoved the offer in. They got back to me this morning when I was getting ready to come down to do the site visits, got the offer accepted. And yeah, fucking great news. It is good news, man. It is good news. So imagine that. Imagine I was like, I'm only going to do 3 today. I can only be bothered doing 3. I would have had 100% loss rate on that. It was the 4th and final one. Stuck around for the rest of the day to do it. And that was it, man. So, it reminds me of, do you know that meme where you got the pickaxe guy at the top, and then the bottom one's turning away or something, and the diamonds are right there, you know? Don't be the one that's turning away. Then this morning, I have sent 165 letters. I hand-delivered like a bunch of letters yesterday, but then sent another 165 today, because I was walking up and down the streets, taking a look at what I think works, noting them down in my iPhone Notes app, and then last night when I was in bed, I was just on the Apple Maps, like zooming in on the satellite version of Apple Maps, and then holding down one end, and it would say number 1, for example, and then the other end of the street, it would be like number 29, so now I'd do like 1 to 29, and then I've done that, put all the notes like of all the streets that I wanted. This morning, went on Property Engine, typed in the postcode of the streets that I collected, and then created an off-market mail campaign, wrote the letter, and sent 165 to properties that I am extremely confident will work. Now, they're going to be a part of a monthly rotation or campaign for me, and it was about £134 or something. So let's say I get one accepted from that, then that pays for years worth of like campaigns, you know. So yeah, it may sting right now, I get it. Or you may be like, Scott, I don't have 150, like £130. I get that, I do. Start small, you know, maybe £20 a month, £30 a month. And when you get one accepted, then you can increase it and then increase it. You know, you can do thousands a month if you really want to. So, I mean, if you're doing buy-to-lets, then it's very good. You can like do thousands, you can just fucking scatter them all over an area. But with what I do, I need a certain layout of the house. So that's why I like scanning the streets, walking around and jotting down what I believe works. So, I hope that little stint helped you. You've seen the little success rate that I've had from yesterday's efforts. Today's site visit day. Let's get cracking on and see what the progress has been. All right, we are at Project Sun. This is a double ensuite room, as you can see, ensuite in there. Through here we've got the kitchen communal. Hope the camera's picking it up because the electric's off at the moment. Painters are coming in shortly. Here is an ensuite. We've got some outdoor lighting going on up there, which is nice. Always nice to see. And the bed will be going here. Interior designers have dropped off a bunch of pendants and such. As we go up the U-shaped staircase, we will see other en-suites that have been put in, or kitchens should I say. So this kitchen's in the corner here, looking pretty. This is where the bed will be. And a little bit, I'll do a montage for you, but you know, I'll go through to the other studio. This was a 2-bed house, now a 6-bed with 3 studio style rooms and 3 double en-suites, with the ensuite tucked behind there, behind the staircase, and the plant room is in here. So let's crack on upstairs, shall we? And here we have, this is a dormer room. So we dropped the floors to make sure we had enough head space in this room. And that allowed us to put this studio in here and double ensuite through here. Looks good, doesn't it? So it's all coming together now. We're all just ready. It's all prepped and ready for painting. Really excited for the painting to go through. It's been whitewashed throughout, as you can see. However, we've got a lot of feature walls coming in, a lot of beautiful colors coming in that the client actually worked with the interior designers and myself to choose. So when it comes to these builds, the client gets involved a lot of the times, and I love it because it means they have their personal touch on it, you know? And I'm gonna stop waffling. Let's do a montage. Right, we're at Project Madagascar. The last time we were here, it was just stud work. All right, you ready for this? Look at all of this. I fucking love this build team, man. Everything has been plastered, insulated, plasterboarded and skimmed. This here is the extension. So you can see the original of the house here. Let me see where my hand is. There, that's where the original offshot was, and the end of the house was there. So that has been extended, and from here onwards up to there has been extended. Ain't that something? But look at this. Got the ensuite tucked. Oh, I don't even want to look in that toilet. Shit me. Shit sake. That's fucking gross. God. Right. The communal. It's a beautiful size. There's a window. Side entrance. Let's go upstairs. Stairs are yet to be skimmed, but that's okay. Because we're happy with the fucking progress. It's all dry up here, mostly. See little bits here and there that are still yet to dry. Boarded in the ensuite, but we're happy with this. This is a studio here. So the kitchenette is going around there. Bed will go there. Beautiful window here, looking up to the dormer. As you can see, that's the extension I was talking about earlier. So you had that little infill extension here and another extension there. All right, let's crack on through here to another studio. It's a big old juicy ensuite. You can do bigger ensuites. See if you do one ensuite behind the stairs like this and the house is wider. It's a wider house. You notice that the ensuites here are bigger than Project Sun. Project Sun turned out to be more tight than we initially planned, which is upsetting but doable. However, here we got a wider property, so the ensuite behind the stairs is big, which is always nice to see. Always nice to see. Now let's see the loft conversion. This is a double ensuite room here. Again, beautiful ensuite behind the stairs. New windows installed, all plastered. The plasters have just been fucking flying, which I love to see. And here's your L-shaped dormer room, which is beautiful. Nice ensuite with the window up here, you know? Beautiful. Tucked behind there. And that's that, troops. 3 studios, 3 double ensuites. I'm gonna park his down here. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, right. I'm gonna have to stand way back here actually because it's really low. So today, site visit day, got an offer accepted today, done the site visits, which is always nice to see when the progress is like this, man. I think this one's ahead of schedule. It's really doing really well, really well. And you've watched this one since the start, Project Madagascar. I think it's like offer accepted, 461,000 offer accepted. That's the first video of this if you want to see the walkthrough, what it used to look like. But to see it now, it's just fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful. All hands off for our client as well. Offer accepted, newsletters written, going through my to-do list. Don't expect you to give a shit, but nothing but high leverage tasks today, it seems. Really happy with that because the newsletter campaign, that took about half an hour, but no, not newsletter, the direct to vendor letter campaign, going through high leverage tasks at the moment, see if any of these are things that you need to do. So letter campaign took half an hour to do, sent over 200 letters, thumbs up. Newsletter, so I transcribed my video the other day, created a newsletter, 3 newsletters out of it, and then scheduled them for today and Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. 1 video, 4 letters, great, put that on LinkedIn as well. And I done a social media post from that YouTube video. I've done it in, you'll see it, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see it, right? It'll be out by now. So that's how I'm leveraging one YouTube form content and doing it across many things, and it's reaching a lot of people, and it's easier because I need to do as many high leverage, like low input, high output tasks as possible in order for me to manage all of these, because you see about 40 minutes of my week. Like, honestly, most of my time is spent managing these projects and working with the builders, working with the architects, you know, building control and stuff. Phone is going absolutely ballistic. Hope it's good news. No, it's not good news. Someone's at your Ring doorbell. Anyway, this project here, it's going to be finished end of October. It's going to be tenanted. It's going to be generating around 50,000 per calendar month, which is obviously amazing. That's gross, by the way. Don't get caught up in the sexy numbers. Net, it'll be around 14 £1,000 per calendar month. So that's after voids, maintenance, management, mortgage, etc. Right, bills. So yeah, you got to take all that into consideration. When someone says it's going to earn 50 grand a year, yeah, but how much are you keeping? So pre-tax, about 14 grand a year, which is still fucking amazing. It's like over £1 a month, right? You need to remember, like, if you're like, I want to quit my job, and you earn £2,000 a month, let's say, right? Or yeah, £2,000 a month, or 2.5 grand a month. You only need 2 of these net to quit your job. I would still recommend getting about 3 to 5, simply because if one of them really underperforms and you quit your job, you're in a tough spot, you know? So if you get 3 to 5, then you're comfortable. Like, only if that covers your bills. If you earn 10 grand a month and you want to quit your job, you're obviously going to need more than that, right? So why am I saying all of that? The reason why a lot of my clients come to me is because they either want to quit their job, they want an X amount per calendar month net cash flow, and we try and figure out what are they currently earning and how much would they need to quit the job in a low risk manner, because we do not want them quitting their job and say 3 of the rooms don't get rented out and, you know, it's not performing the way you want it to perform. So if you have several, like 3 to 5, maybe 5, and then get a couple buy-to-lets, then you're going to be like, okay, I'm in a very strong position to quit my job. It's difficult to get to that point. That's why people hire me. But if you don't need to hire me and you want to do it yourself, that's what I recommend. It's not actual advice. It's just me chatting shit to try and add somewhat of value to this fucking video. Right, time for a sexy montage. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.